Dear children, last class we studied various ways which eyes are protected. Today we will learn about its structure in detail. Okay, now we will look at a diagram first. First of all, let us learn about the layers of the eye. The eye is made up of three layers: sclera, choroid and retina. Okay, we will start from sclera, the outermost layer of the eye. Next is middle layer, choroid. The innermost layer is the retina. Once more, the outer layer sclera, middle layer choroid and inner layer retina. Let us go through the main points. Anterior part of the sclera is cornea. It is transparent as well as projected in front of the eye. Iris is the part of choroid seen behind the cornea. Next, the pupil. Pupil is an aperture seen at the center of the iris. Next, lens. Human eye is made up of convex lens. It is elastic and transparent. This is ciliary muscle. It is seen around the lens. Ciliary muscles are attached to the lens by some thread-like structures called ligaments. We can see another part here. This part is called conjunctiva. മക്കളെ കൺജങ്ക്റ്റീവയെ കുറിച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു. Retina has 2 points, blind spot and yellow spot. Yellow spot provides maximum vision, whereas blind spot provides no vision. Next part is optic nerve. Eye has 2 chambers, aqueous chamber and vitreous chamber. Aqueous chamber is in between cornea and lens. Vitreous chamber is in between lens and retina.
The human eye.
The main parts of the eye include the following: conjunctiva, cornea, iris, pupil, lens, ciliary muscles, choroid, optic nerve and retina.
The capsule of the eyeball seems to have 3 layers. This thick, tough outer layer is called the sclera and serves to protect the delicate structure within. This transparent bulging portion is called the cornea. There is also a crystalline lens, which is one of the main parts of the human eye. The second layer is called the choroid. It consists layer of the eyeball is the retina, a very delicate membrane. The retina is actually the part of the optic nerve which transmits the light impulses to our brain. The retina is the most important and complex structure in the eyeball. It consists of a complicated arrangement of rods and cones which convert light waves into nerve impulses.
There are 2 fluids inside the eye, the aqueous and the vitreous. The aqueous fluid is watery and fills in the area in front of the eye. It can be seen in the chamber in between the cornea and the lens. This fluid is formed from blood and is reabsorbed into blood. The fluid gives nourishment to the tissues in the eye. The chamber in between the lens and the retina is filled with a jelly-type fluid called the vitreous fluid. The shape of the eyes to a large extent depends on the presence of the vitreous fluid. The light rays that enter in through the cornea passes into the eye through a small opening in the iris called the pupil and falls on the retina. The size of the pupil depends on the muscular movements of the iris. This helps to regulate the intensity of light rays falling on the retina.
Okay, children, let us go through the main parts of eye and its function, peculiarities in details. Sclera, choroid and retina are the three layers of eye. First of all, sclera. The outermost layer, white in color, provide firmness to eye, made up of connective tissue. Its function is give firmness to the eyeball. Choroid, the middle layer, contains a large number of blood vessels. It gives nourishment to the eyeball. Next, retina is the inner layer, contain photoreceptors. Its function is to provide vision. Cornea, the anterior part of sclera. It is transparent and also projected. Its function is refracts light rays to focus on retina. Conjunctiva. It covers and protects the front part of the sclera except the cornea. Next, iris. The part of the choroid seen behind. Seen behind the cornea. Pigment melanin is present in it to give dark color to the eye. It gives dark color to eye. മക്കളെ, ലോകത്തിൻ്റെ വിവിധ ഭാഗങ്ങളിലുള്ള ആളുകളുടെ കൃഷ്ണമണിയിലെ നിറവ്യത്യാസം നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാകുമല്ലോ. ഇതിന് കാരണം മെലാനിൻ്റെ അളവിലുണ്ടാകുന്ന വ്യത്യാസമാണ്. കൂടുതൽ മെലാനിൻ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കൃഷ്ണമണിക്ക് കൂടുതൽ ഇരുണ്ട നിറം ഉണ്ടാകുന്നു. Next one, pupil. The aperture seen at the center of the iris. The size of the aperture increases and decreases depending on the intensity of light. This is lens. It is elastic and transparent convex lens. Okay, this is ligaments. Thread-like structures. Ligaments connects lens to the ciliary muscles. You can see two spots in our retina. That is yellow spot and blind spot. Yellow spot, the part of the retina where maximum photoreceptors. It has maximum visual clarity. Next is blind spot, the part of the retina from where the optic nerve begins. Here there is no vision because photoreceptors are absent. Next, optic nerve. Optic nerve transmits impulse from photoreceptors to the visual center of the brain. Now, let us talk about two chambers present in the eye in detail. Aqueous chamber and also vitreous chamber. Aqueous chamber is the chamber in between cornea and lens. This chamber contains aqueous fluid. It is a water-like fluid. It is formed from blood and is absorbed into blood. It provides nourishment to the tissue of the eye. Next is vitreous chamber. Vitreous chamber is in between lens and retina. It contains vitreous fluid. It is a jelly-like substance. It helps to maintain the shape of the eye. ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിനെ ആസ്പദമാക്കി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്ക്രീനിൽ നൽകിയിരിക്കുന്ന ഈ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ സയൻസ് ഡയറിയിൽ രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുക. ഓക്കെ ചിൽഡ്രൻ, ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ കണ്ണിൻ്റെ ഘടനയെക്കുറിച്ച് വളരെ വ്യക്തമായി പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇതെല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലായി കാണുമല്ലോ. അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമുക്ക് കണ്ണിൻ്റെ പ്രവർത്തനത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് പഠിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.